to feel sorry for us. We want people to understand us. 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy. I happen to be one of those people. And it is hard to live with. It is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and I'm making a quick video. But a lot of people don't understand that not only do you go through seizures, but you go through a lot of other things. And we just want people to understand what it's like. A lot of people ask me why I'm scared to go out in public, or why I don't hang out with people a lot. It's not that I'm trying to be mean. It's because I'm uncomfortable with making new friends. When you have all these things wrong with you, you feel like people won't understand, at least other people that aren't going through them. My best friend Heidi, she had cerebral palsy. We were best friends because we understood each other. We could talk about all kinds of things, but we also understood when we weren't feeling the best. But when you go try to make new friends, nobody's going to understand that that little eye roll you're doing every now and then that looks funny is not funny. It's me having a seizure. They're going to, I'm not rolling my eyes at you, or they're not going to understand that sometimes you're hurting really bad and you can't do anything. So yes, it is hard to make new friends. It is hard to go in public. Many of us have had seizures in public. It is embarrassing going on an ambulance. And it's just really scary, and being around a lot of people is scary because you know that some of these people aren't going to do anything for you. I mean, you see all these videos all over of people just walking past people that are hurt, or videoing and not calling an ambulance or something like that. When I'm out walking and I have this serious look on my face, it doesn't mean I'm mean. It's that I'm concentrating because, sometimes it's hard. You're in pain. You're trying to walk. You're trying to function. And, people say, oh, you look so mean. Well, what am I supposed to look happy all the time? I mean, I'm going through a lot. And then, nobody ever asks you what's wrong. You don't want to tell everybody all your problems because you feel like that either they're not going to understand or they're not going to be compassionate about it. So usually, yes, sometimes we look a little serious, but it doesn't mean we're mean. Also, another thing, if we have bruises or cuts, that kills me. Like, I remember a few seizures, I had huge bruises on my face, and people would be like, oh, what happened to you? And when you told me you had a seizure, they wouldn't understand. They'd be like, no, you go to the hospital. Are you sure everything's okay at home? Yes, I'm sure. Are you positive? Look, no, it's not great. That toilet really dinged my face up as I went down. I'm so sorry, So yes, I'm feeling really threatened by my toilet. And yes, that's happened. Busted my eye. And people just have no idea. And they sit there and ask you, and you're like, no. Having seizures is harmful. It can hurt you when you have those, but like if you have grand mal, the ones when you're unconscious. But when you're having the ones when you're aware, like I have a lot in my sleep, and my dreams are horrible. And you can't sleep, so people don't understand that either. When you tell people, oh, I had a bad dream. Okay, well, I had bad dreams too. No, you don't understand. When you have bad dreams when you're having a seizure, they feel real, and your emotions are confused. You feel like you're getting consumed by this dream, and you wake up confused because of the seizure that you were having while you were sleeping, and your emotions are all over the place because of the seizure. So it's really hard to distinguish. So people have a hard time understanding that too. Just want to feel like we belong. I would love to go into work and feel like I'm not embarrassed if I have a seizure. How many times I've gone up to a table, I am a server, and just stared for a minute, and the people are like, hello, hello, apparently, this is what they tell me. And you come out of it, and you're like confused for a second, and you know how embarrassing it is to have to explain, oh, I'm sorry, I just totally was out of it because I have epilepsy. And then they ask you 5,000 questions, and that's pretty sad because a lot of people, when you say the word epilepsy, They don't even know what it is. I get asked all the time, is that when you fall asleep all the time? No, it's not when you fall asleep. Like, the fact that nobody even understands what the term epilepsy means, it's just as bad as diabetes or something. Everybody knows what diabetes is, but when it comes to epilepsy, usually people don't understand. And then we have to explain, which makes us feel even more bad, because it's like, all right, I'm already embarrassed. Let's just embarrass me some more. One time when I was in grade school, I'll never forget, I was so embarrassed because the teacher yelled at me and said, "Are you rolling your eyes at me?" And I remember being this really quiet, just really straight A student. And I was like, "No, I didn't roll my eyes at you." And she's like, "Yes, you did." And she's yelling at me. And I'm like, no. And when you're a child, you don't know how to describe these things. And I have a lot of parents that ask me a lot of questions because they want to know what their children are going through that have epilepsy. And this is one thing, is teachers don't understand. And you have to kind of talk to your teachers, because I remember being so scared. I don't even think I told my parents, but I remember going to the principal's office crying my eyes out because, when sometimes I have my seizures, my eyes roll behind my head. And how do you explain to people with epilepsy is we have a lot of emotions. Like, we have anxiety, depression, sadness, and the medication on top of it all, it makes it a horrible combination of a bunch of different feelings. And people have to understand that we are very emotional. I could just go walk and start crying for no reason because of my certain type of temporal lobe seizures. And I won't even know why I'm crying. I'm like, am I crying? And it's like, I can't stop. And then I'll have anxiety and fear. I'm like, why am I scared? There's nothing to be scared about. And, you try to explain that to people, and people are like, God, she's crazy. I'm not crazy. I mean, if you want to call me crazy, I'm just going to embrace the crazy, because you know what? This is who I am. I have epilepsy. It is Epilepsy Awareness Month. 1 in 26 people have it. Try to meet somebody who have epilepsy. Try to understand them a little better, and try not to make us feel bad. And just please don't discriminate. It's really hard to go through what we do on a daily basis with the seizures and all the other things I talked about. So just try to understand, if that's all I can ask. Have a great day.